We now bring you news from around the district, a look at some of the many accomplishments of Evergreen's teachers, students, and staff. Thousands of employees of Evergreen Public Schools and community members wore red recently to show their support for public education. The event, called Wear Red for Public Ed, was a visible show of solidarity in opposition to the state legislature's proposal to cut $700 million from public education funding. The cuts are part of the state's efforts to make up for a $2 billion budget shortfall. Also under consideration is shortening the school year from 180 to 176 days. Evergreen School District has 35 schools throughout Vancouver, educating nearly 27,000 students. Students from 3 elementary schools will benefit from a $3,000 donation from Wells Fargo Bank. Orchards, Mill Plain, and Crestline will each receive $1,000. Mill Plain will use their funds for tutoring, Orchards for 5th grade science fair materials, and Crestline for the purchase of classroom library books. Congratulations to Evergreen Public Schools Superintendent John Dieter, who was recognized at the December board meeting for receiving the 2011 STEM Education Champion Award. Superintendent Dieter was given the award by the Columbia River Economic Development Council for his successful efforts to connect local business professionals and companies with students interested in careers in science, technology, engineering, and math, otherwise known as STEM.
What we wanted to recognize was the fact that he is open to the community at large, including the whole business community, and we wanted to acknowledge his efforts to make those connections, make those links, make those the community and the schools come together around different initiatives.
Dieter was also praised for the increase in the number of students taking advanced placement courses.
John has lifted up advanced placement programs in the district, not as a way of helping the geniuses succeed, we know they're going to succeed, but as a way of helping students who are more in the middle of the road to have access to that kind of an education.
At the same meeting, board members re-elected in November took the oath of office. Joan Skelton, Victoria Bradford, and Todd Useria were sworn in. Board members are elected to a 4-year term by district voters to represent the public's view on how education should be governed at the local level. Each member was sworn in by Dr. Twyla Barnes, superintendent of ESD 112. Joan Skelton was selected president, Todd Useria vice president, and Victoria Bradford was chosen legislative representative. During the same meeting, Evergreen's Board of Directors voted to put a replacement levy on the February 14th ballot. If approved, the 4-year maintenance and operations levy will replace the current 2-year levy approved by voters in 2010. The current levy expires at the end of 2012. The levy is necessary to fill the gap between what the state funds and what it actually costs to maintain educational programs in the district. Reductions in state funding over the past 4 years have caused Evergreen Public Schools to cut its budget by more than $26 million. And that's news from around the district.